This is our opportunity to talk with Kevin from Disciple.
Nice.
Kevin, good morning.
Wow, I am so honored. It's your big day. Man, I mean, my love language is words of affirmation, so we're starting it off right today.
Some are excited about Christmas.
Right.
We were excited about talking to you. You're making our Christmas right here.
Okay, perfect.
Talking of Christmas, before we get to all the WinterJam stuff, because you guys are heading out on WinterJam tour in the new year, I want to ask, what are you doing for Christmas? What does a tender Tennessee Christmas look like in the Young household?
Well, I married a Kentucky girl, so I usually travel to my parents' house to see the Tennessee Christmas, but I see a bunch of Kentucky Christmases now. But, man, I don't know how it's necessarily any different than everybody else's. It's just tons of family. And being an artist, I don't see any of my – like, literally, that's the only time I see my non-immediate family all year long is Christmas and Thanksgiving. So it's a lot of like, now who's that again? What's their name?
In a nice way. Well, I mean, we just imagine with, music being your life, like, do you guys go and just play the guitar the whole time, just strumming Christmas songs? Or is it really just nice to finally have a break from touring and from music?
I never sing around my family. Never. I don't, maybe, should I be offended? I don't know. No, there's no singing. There's lots of family time, lots of football on the TV as well, which is
nice,
which is very important. Very important.
Good. Now, what's your team then? What do you go for?
Oh, dude, I don't want to get into that. I mean, it's like you just basically are like, what are you, predestination or free will, Kevin? What are we? You hell or no? Does it exist?
You're right. It is. It can be controversial, and it's personal.
Like I want to keep these fans. Now, I made a huge, terrible decision years ago, being from around Knoxville, Tennessee. We didn't have a sports team in Knoxville except for the Tennessee Volunteers. I didn't know that you could cheer for a different team growing up in Knoxville. I didn't know that was an option. So I got stuck with the Orange team. So there's that. But then the closest team to me, Tennessee Titans weren't there yet because I'm really old, and the Atlanta Falcons were the closest team to me. And so I made one of the worst decisions of my life of picking them, and it's not been great.
Yeah, you've been taking it on the chin for the last 20 years.
Yeah, if I could go back and redo a lot of the mistakes that I've made in my life, I can't imagine that, being one I would leave out. I would definitely pick someone else.
Well, you can make that change anytime. Maybe this is Kevin from Disciple.
Too late for me.
No, it's not. What about your new year and a new you, and you have a new teim?
I can't. I mean, you can't. Can you do that?
Yes.
Name someone who's done that. Give me examples of this person.
You're right.
Done that,
You're right.
And I will consider it. Otherwise, I don't know.
If you did switch to Alabama, I don't think they would accept you.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, college is more of it's more of a bloodline thing.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
think
right.
I can switch college, but pro, you should probably be able to switch pro, but it's too late for me.
Maybe if you switched from the Falcons, it would teach him a lesson.
It's all right.
So. I don't think so.
Well, Kevin with Disciples joining WinterJam, and I do think it works nicely, even though it's not their year. But you're joining Andy Mineo and so many others on WinterJam. We talked to him a few weeks ago. He's still for the Packers, even though they're awful, and that's your team too. So I mean, sometimes it's just not a good time.
Yeah, we know what it's like to be a Falcons fan this year.
Yeah, I don't know why I care so much. I really, every season I have this same conversation with myself that I'm going to get to the end of my life and really wish that I could have had all those days and hours back and done something more. It's like kind of like meeting a person as I get older, meeting a person who's not into sports. I used to look at them and be like, "What's wrong with you?" And now I'm like, "No, they had it.
They had it the whole time. They did. They were
had
right
it the whole time. They were right, and I was wrong." So. Oh, You just heard me. You just heard my car tell me that I crossed the state border.
Well, again, this is Kevin from Disciple. He is joining Winter Jam. Disciple will be, and then for RadioU Ohio, that date is coming up on January 28th. Are you ready to join like such a big tour machine sort of thing? Are you guys all ready?
Oh yeah, we are so ready. It's going to be a great time. We did it for a couple of weeks back in 2014, and it was a blast. And we're really looking forward to it again. We've got a new album coming out next year, a new single dropping around January 13th, and we're going to be playing a new song on the tour. And so we just got so much going on right now. I'm in full speed ahead Disciple mode, and really excited about all the stuff that's happening. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Man, that sounds like a good time. Andy Mineo, when we talked to him a while back, was telling us that backstage and everything, he's setting up pickleball tournaments and stuff like that. Are you ready for that?
That's like the workout of the tour.
Yeah.
Are you going to do any of that stuff? Or are you going to just stay away?
I'll do it. I've never even seen pickleball or heard of it. I've seen like commercials for the TV show, but I don't know how it works or anything. But I'm sure that I will and give them my best.
Well, and he's going to have to teach you, I guess.
That's what life is. That's
Learning.
what life is for me.
It's learning.
Without competition, what is it? You gotta win.
Well, is there anything else you want to share with fans about Winter Jam and then the new other, Disciple stuff like you mentioned coming out with a new single, a new album? Or are we just going to be excited and anticipate all the new stuff for the new year?
I'm actually headed to the studio right now, and I'm so excited about this new album that we have coming out. My guitar player never lets me share the album title before, the release, but it's all happening really soon. And it's one of those albums that we as a band, we have actually keep listening to the songs because we enjoy them.
Aww.
Nice.
There's this thing where you work on a song so much you get sick of it.
Yeah.
And I know the songs are really good because we're all like very excited about them. And so it's just a really special time. Not every album is that way. Not every song is that way. You sometimes write songs you think are good and they're fine, but I think we've hit something special. And so it's really, really cool that we're, God worked it out where we could be on Winter Jam while this album's coming out. So I think it's going to make it extra, super special. Create a lot of good memories. So it's a really fun time for us right now.
All right.
Kevin from
you hear
Disciple.
that, Nikki? We came here thinking we were talking about Winter Jam, and we get to find out that there's
All
new
the
music
new
from Disciple.
stuff.
It is better than
good.
Christmas.
Well, Kevin, hang tight for us. We are so excited for you. Hang tight one second, okay?
Yes, your Christmas present will be anticipation. Thank you very much.
Yay.
All right.
It's
Thanks.
nice that you came to this interview with a gift for us. We appreciate it.
There you go.
Thanks,
Hang
Kevin.
tight,
Merry
hang tight.
Christmas.